Twitch, TikTok, all that good stuff. Let me see if I actually. Hello. Talk, Patricia Ray.
Hello.
Hello. I see
Testing
your
one,
buttons.
two. We're live. We're
We're
live. We're
live. We're
coming to you
live.
live on a
About to
what?
record some more stuff.
Are we allowed to say what day of the week it is?
Yes. Friday night. Sure.
But doesn't this air on a Sunday?
This part won't air on a Sunday.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. On a Friday night when we should be eating and drinking.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Let's hit the timer. Hit the switch. Hit the switch. Hit the switch. Hit the switch.
He's the amazing Dr. Gray. He's Mr. Organized. He can organize your life too. And if rash develops, discontinue use.
This is the world famous Strictly Business Show with me, Dr. J, the sexiest business show in the world with all the business moves you really need. StrictlyDoctorJ.com. I'm here with my beautiful co-host, actress, podcaster, all-around cool chick, future Oscar winner, Emmy, Golden Globes,
Patricia Ray.
Trisha Ray May. Maybe even a Razzie's due in your future.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Now, don't laugh. That's not a criticism. You get a Razzie. At least you're making money. People know who you are.
At least people saw you.
Yeah, Stallone and Eddie Murphy, Arnold Schwarzenegger, some of the biggest stars in Hollywood have gotten Razzies. So
I'm being good company. I bet you Madonna's gotten a Razzie.
That means people somebody's taking notice. You get a Razzie, jeez. How you doing, Patricia Ray? Good morning to you.
Good morning. I'm doing good. I thought we said, it's it's raining in LA.
It's raining.
People don't know how to drive when it's raining in LA. So
yeah, and it gets darker in LA now. It's like 5 o'clock. I thought it was like 9 o'clock at night. It's 5 o'clock. It's so dark now.
It's like pitch black out there. Yeah. It's a little depressing. I can see how people have like that seasonal affect disorder in like places like Oregon and
Oregon in Montreal, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Seattle.
We miss the sun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do. About a couple of days. But you know what? I'd rather rain during the weekend than a weekday. Because I'm always moving during the weekday and doing a bunch of stuff with my sons and stuff. Things to do. And the weekend is just like, okay, I'm not doing anything. I can stay in the house all day and eat popcorn and chill.
Well, they were saying that this actual storm front is being pushed in and creating a northern lights kind of aurora borealis. They've been seeing the northern lights in like Texas and, parts of the North Carolina. So it's affecting the weather in very strange ways. So we are going to have a bit of this precipitation for the next week.
Yes, up until Wednesday. The next sun sighting's not till Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So buckle in with some popcorn and some Netflix and catch up on your favorite streaming stuff. I started watching NYPD Blues again.
Oh, goodness. I auditioned for that show so many times and I never got on it.
Oh, those bastards. Bastards. Wow.
They're just some shows you just don't get on.
So you didn't get the chance to
that
have
one and ER. Never got on ER.
So you didn't get a love scene with Dennis France?
No.
Okay, darn it. You didn't get to stand in the shower with him naked like Sharon Lawrence did?
Poor lady.
Now that's acting. I love Dennis France, though. I'm just giving you a hard time. I love Dennis France. Okay, Patricia Ray, here's some good news for you. Disneyland came out and they said, well, they didn't come out of anywhere. They just said that it's the holiday season. They're going to open up a few rides that were shut down because I don't know if people know this. Sometimes during parts of the season, they shut down certain rides to work on them or when the flow is low, and then they reopen them. So as of today, they're reopening for the holiday season. It's a Small World was shut down for a little while.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah. Okay. And I was watching this TV show one time, and this woman had died and went to hell, and it was a comedy, and
Of
she had,
course.
of course, she had came back to life, and she told somebody, "Well, I got to get back to hell. I'm scheduled to be on It's a Small World for the next 1,000 years."
Oh God.
Now that would be
It's a
hell.
small world.
Being on it over and over again, It's a Small World for the next
That
1,000
song
years.
gets stuck in your head too.
Oh, that would be hell. Okay, so Storybook Land and canal boats are open, and the Casey Junior Circus Train. I don't know what any of the stuff is,
Mm-mm.
and it's just
What about
stuff. So
And
whatever.
Magic Mountain? Did they reopen up Magic Mountain?
I haven't seen Magic Mountain since I can't remember the last time I've been to Magic Mountain. I can't. I can't remember the last time I've been to Magic Mountain or Knott's Berry Farm. I can't. It's years ago. So you a Disneyland person?
I am not, and I really don't understand adults who get season passes that don't even have kids. They just like to go to Disneyland as adults by themselves. I'm like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I don't think any New Yorker do. New Yorkers even like Disneyland. What do you guys think of the concept?
Well, I went to high school in Florida, and that I went to Disney World.
Oh,
I must have gone to Disney World every year for like 10 years. So I had my fill of Disney World. And then I've been to Disneyland at least 5 or 6 times, the one here in Orange County. And I never need to go back.
You know, I could live without Disneyland, but my son has friends that want to go for their birthday every year, and they have seasonal passes. And if I never step foot on Disneyland ever again, I'd be cool. But
Me
I
too.
know my sons like it, so it's like, okay, we do a once a year thing.
What's
go to
their
Disneyland.
favorite rides?
All of them. They
Really?
like everything. Well, the Star Tours is awesome.
Mm.
I mean, and have you been on Star Tours?
Mm-mm.
Not Star Tours, the new one, not the old Michael Jackson one. The other one they have with the Empire, I forget the name of it, but they have real actors on that ride. I don't know if you know that. There's a lot of extras on the ride. So some of the CGI, but you have some people that's wearing, like, you get on the ride and you're being taken hostage. That's the storyline. You've been taken hostage by the Emperor. And
is this a Star Wars? A Star Wars?
it's the new Star Wars ride there, and they have like all these extras standing there in uniform, and they stay in character. And if you ask them a question, they'll look at you crazy. So I whispered to one guy, I said, "So is this gonna be like a long hostage situation?" And he gave me this dirty look. And that's what they're supposed to do. You can't break these people. They're actors, and they're really acting like they're part of the Empire. Kind of thing. So it's immaculate. It's amazing. So if you as an actress, if you ever get a chance to go to Disneyland, every actor should go to the Disneyland just to see that. It's pretty freaking amazing.
Other thing I've never done is work one of these Disneyland kind of situations where you're like the prince. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that.
I had a college professor who was Minnie Mouse. And I've known a lot of people with that. Oh, yeah, and Raiders of the Lost Ark ride. You got to go for the Raiders of the Lost Ark ride. That is unbelievable.
I don't know if I've ever been on that one. I remember Epcot, the one in Disney World. That was really cool. Epcot.
I never went to that.
That was my favorite.
I got to get to Florida. Man, we just went off on a tangent here, didn't we? We just promoted Disneyland. Disneyland, if you like to sponsor the Strictly Business Show.
And how much is the season pass now to Disneyland?
I couldn't tell you. I know that the tickets were like, for like me and my family, we spent like $500. Now, I went to grad school with a guy named Michael Spinelli, and he worked at Disneyland at the time. And I'd call him up and I say, "Hey, Mike, I'm coming to Disneyland with my family." He worked in the HR department, and he would meet me at the gate with a coworker, and they would swipe us all in.
What?
Yes. And then he quit, that bastard, to go to some other gig. And I haven't heard from him since. I said, "Dude," He said, there goes my free ride into Disneyland. He said, dude, I'm not gonna stay at Disneyland just so you can get in free. Why the hell
Keep this
not?
job for you.
Yeah. He was working in HR and stuff. He was a very important guy. He walked down there and just swiped me in, and I was like, geez, when he left, I was so distraught over that.
Well, for anybody who wants to go to Disneyland for the holidays, the tickets vary depending on the date that you plan to visit, but one-day passes range from $104 to $224 for persons age 10 and older.
Now, I have been to Disneyland for the holiday season. Ironically, it was the Rick D's Christmas party, and I got free tickets there. The holiday season is nice. If you are going to go to Disneyland but once a year, I recommend the holiday season. They really do it up.
Oh,
It's a lot
yeah,
of
I'm
fun.
sure. I've been there for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Really beautiful. The parades, the lights, all of that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. So if you're going to go once a year, go to the holiday season. I don't have any plans to go anytime soon. And, Disneyland's not paying us. There's enough of this.
Enough.
Let's talk about plastic surgery, Patricia. Right?
Ooh, so
In minutes.
listen, plastic surgery, I ain't mad at plastic surgery. I've had my share of little
Really?
things and Botox and Restylane and
Really?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think that you need to use it like very sparingly, and when in good taste, right? But there are women that are addicted to plastic surgery. I mean, this woman named Erica Wolf spent $78,000 on her face.
Wow.
She had her whole face, like a whole entire face lift. And she was worried because she's a realtor and her face is constantly plastered. She lives in Florida and her face is always plastered on these big billboards advertising, her realty company. And she started to realize that her eyes, were sagging, and she had bags on her face, and she was getting these labial folds. And she kept asking the photographers to please put diffusers on her face, and different lenses, not lenses, but those filters. Yeah, the filters. So she got she went ahead and she got all of this plastic surgery, and then she got a look at herself while she was still in the hospital, and she freaked the hell out. She was like, what the hell did I do to my face? Why did I do that? Her face was swollen and peeling even days later. The recovery dragged on and on. It's especially when you have like a lot of things done. It looks like she even had her nose tweaked at the same time, upper and lower lid, faceless. I mean, she did multiple procedures, which I don't recommend because it slows down the healing time. And so it took her months and months for her face to finally feel like it was normal. She said the recovery time was no joke. The doctor sent her with a laundry list of daily tasks to take care of her new face, including lots and lots of Aquaphor, as all of the skin on her face started peeling off. Wolf had to live.
God.
She had a live-in nurse stay with her for 2 nights after the surgery, which is
Yikes.
must be very expensive. Her doctor warned her that her healing process wouldn't be complete for 3 months, but she says it's still been a real big mental struggle for her to feel unsatisfied by the way she looks, and her body feels physically fine, but her face was so swollen. And honestly, plastic surgery takes about a year for it to kind of, for your face to, because it gets,
Really?
they pull it so hard that for the skin to kind of settle and look natural, it takes at least a year for the swelling to go away.
Oh, it's a good
She
reason to
said-
be black.
she said
Go
she-
black people. Yes.
She said she felt like a a pumpkin head that if someone took a pin to my head, it would burst. But she's feeling much better. Also because the skin gets so taut, it creates this really weird shininess. So
Hmm.
she had to deal with that. Her skin broke out. There was plenty of parts of this procedure that she did was very happy with. She loves her new lips. So she had her lips done as well. Her
Ooh.
upper eyes and the smoothness of her neck. So she had a
All this
neck
to sell
lift.
real estate? Why would you go through all this if you weren't making like $10 million a picture or had a $10 million record deal? So you're selling real estate.
Real estate.
I don't know anybody who chose a real estate agent because they saw their face on a billboard and said, "Oh, they look like a nice, trusting person." Isn't it all mostly by referral? Or you see the house you want and you call the number? Does it really matter what the person looks like?
I would not buy real estate based off a billboard. It just doesn't make any sense.
It's just
to me.
lawyers or real estate people who do this. I mean, it's ridiculous. And the guy who runs the body shop, he does that too, I guess. But listen, if this can help somebody else, I know a little bit about this because I'm a doctor, not a medicine, but they don't teach plastic surgery in medical school.
No, it's a specialty.
It's a specialty that you got to learn working under somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can get the basic. It's like just surgery. I mean, they don't really teach surgery. You go to the hospital, you internship, you choose a specialty, but the specialty is never plastic surgery. But it's just handling the instrument. So you have to learn from that. So you can go cheap, go get the wrong person. They could have a bad day, whatever the case is. So if that helps anybody not to do that, but to sell real estate, I don't think you need it.
But she did have this chat with People magazine, and she said after a month, she maintains that she doesn't regret the surgery, but if she had to do it any differently, she would hire her live-in nurse ahead of time so that she didn't have to scramble at the last minute. That was her biggest
And you can try
qualm.
other things first. You can try like working out. I mean, diets, cleansing, certain, whatever. She probably didn't look that bad to begin with. Some of the pictures I saw, I didn't think she was hideous. Like that kid in Mask. I mean, but anyway, okay, to each his own. You've got the world famous Strictly Business Show with me, Dr. J, and my beautiful co-host,
Patricia Ray.
on New HD Radio.
That was a funny one.
Real estate? Really? And most real estate people aren't attractive no matter what they. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
Sorry.
God.
We're still on live. Oh, my goodness. Hope I'm not offending any real estate people. I love all you real estate people. That was a good segment.
Yeah.
That was a good segment. Let's cancel from. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're gonna go to the. You gonna do the George Lucas thing or?
Yeah, but you do the Eddie Murphy thing first.
Okay, do Eddie Murphy first. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. All right. We're still rolling. Yep. Hello, live people. Behind
Hello.
the scenes. Hello.
Hello.
This is the world famous Strictly Business Show with me, Dr. J, the sexiest business show in all of the world, bringing you the business news you really care about. Oh, it's my Richard Nixon there. The business
On
news
New
you care
HD
about.
Radio.
On New HD Radio. Patricia Ray, I was streaming the other day and I came across this old 80s show I used to watch called Primetime Wrestling.
Oh, goodness.
And this is wrestling in the 80s when I still thought it was real. All right. And it's real, but it's now planned. And maybe it was real back then. I don't know. But I was watching this show and, it was one match. You used to have these guys with the masks come out and they introduce him. They introduce the guy's name, where he's from, and the weight of the guy, right? And they introduce this guy with a mask and say, here's the Mask Avenger from parts unknown. And as a kid, I never noticed this, but if you have a mask on, do you really have to say parts unknown? I mean, it's not like, oh, he's from Cleveland, Ohio. Like, I'm really going to know who you are. You got a mask on. So you could be from Compton. How am I supposed to know this?
Was this to protect their identities when they
Yeah.
weren't wearing the mask?
No, they were wearing the mask. Yeah, exactly. If you're from Cleveland, New York, if you got a mask on, I'm really not going to know who you are.
Exactly.
Then there was another guy who came out with a mask again and said, here's the mask. So parts unknown, weight unknown.
Weight unknown.
It's like, okay, so I don't know what you look like. I don't know where you're from. But if you tell me you're 240 pounds, is it going to be like, that's my barber Frank? I mean, it's so
Weight
ridiculous.
unknown.
Weight unknown. It wasn't even a woman wrestler. It was like this guy, chubby guy too. I mean, he could have been no more than 250, 260, but it's like weight, parts unknown, weight unknown. So we know nothing about this guy. So I thought that was interesting. I'd bring it up.
That's funny.
Okay. All right. Now, speaking of streaming,
Mm.
Netflix has a new documentary on, and I love documentaries. I love documentaries.
Documentary.
And I was waiting for this one for a week. It was called Being Eddie Murphy.
Being Eddie Murphy. He's so funny.
B-E-I-N-G, Eddie Murphy. And I love Eddie Murphy. And let me tell you, it's 90 minutes long. And we watched it at the house. And let me tell you, I thought I knew everything about Eddie Murphy
Until you saw this.
until I saw this. And I was like, wow. And there was a lot of stuff we knew already, but there were little things that I didn't know about Eddie Murphy. Like, he brought up the point that it was before. I thought Denzel and Eddie Murphy came around the same time, but it was Eddie Murphy who started the trend of everybody in the 80s, Black actors. And when he got 48 Hours, which was his first movie with Nick Nolte, spoiler alert, I'll just say this one thing. In 2 weeks, they said they were trying to fire him.
While he was already shooting.
Right, first 2 weeks of shooting, Walter Hill, who directed 48 Hours, I believe, he wanted to fire him, and Jeffrey Katzenberg, who was a young executive at Paramount, said, no, we're not firing this guy. They didn't say what the problem was. They didn't address any issues. He just said they wanted to fire me, and if it wasn't for Jesse Katzenberg, Jeffrey Katzenberg jumping in there and saying, no, we're not, then, of course, it's a big hit, and the rest is history. But
Yes.
if you want to be an actor, you should watch this documentary. Watch the one about Pee Wee Herman 2 on Hulu, Amazon Prime. There's a Pee Wee Herman one as well, who I think is Paul Rubin, who I think is totally fascinating. I'll talk about that another time. But Eddie Murphy started off, and he's the quintessential guy who didn't ask for a lot, didn't go out trying to make it the way people do it now. It's like, oh, they were auditioning for Saturday Night Live. I said, okay, I never thought about it. All he wanted to do as a kid is just be on TV. That was it. Saturday Night Live fell in his lap, and the rest is history. And he described himself as one point in the documentary, he says, I want to continue to be in this business, but I don't want to row. I don't want to row the boat. I just want to go with the flow and the waves. And that's how he's always carried his career. He never tried to make anything happen. He just went with the flow of things. And that's how his career manifested. But it started with knowing what he wanted to be. And that was just to be on TV, not even be movies. He just wanted to be on TV.
But he's funny.
He's funny.
And
but
he's creative. And, he has a light. He has the it factor. A lot of people want to be on TV. Not everybody makes it to an Eddie Murphy stratosphere. Okay, let's be real.
No. He knows
He's a comic genius. and he was very creative. He came up with all those characters for Saturday Night Live. I mean,
Well, that's the thing. He didn't come up with these characters.
he
A
did
lot
it.
of these characters were written for him. The James Brown in a hot tub,
But what
the
about
buckwheat
the
thing.
alfalfa?
Yeah, buckwheat.
But
And he said that he, a lot of stuff was just written for him. And he doesn't even consider himself a creative person. He's just like this laid back dude that just steps up when they need him to step up. And I mean, watch the documentary, y'all.
I
mean,
haven't watched it, so I do want to watch it. I was very surprised because I read the article that he's actually very clean. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he's never smoked pot, he's never tried cocaine, and yet he was around all of these people like Jim Belushi and the cast from Saturday Night Live, and that were constantly offering him drugs, offering him sex, and he didn't partake. He didn't go down that rabbit hole.
well, he partaked in the sex. He got 10 kids.
Not with Yul Brenner's wife.
Yeah. Before you go there, I wanted to go back what you just said. Yeah, can you imagine sitting between Robin Williams and John Belushi at a club? I mean,
and they're
what
like,
is there
let's
to
do
do?
coke. And he's like, no thanks.
What is there to do with sitting between Robin Williams and John Belushi?
Coke.
How do you avoid that?
How do you say no?
Yeah, it's like we're here. They're obviously buying.
And they were his idols too.
They're your idols.
He's meeting all of these people at the pinnacle of their careers, and he and he wasn't influenced by their bad
Nonsense.
behavior.
Now, Yul Brenner's wife, he did mention that he did say he talked about how he met Yul Brenner, and he talked about
She didn't even realize that he was the guy from the King and Die. Which is funny.
he didn't know until afterwards, and he said Yul Brenner invited him to come back to his place with him and his wife, and he said he kind of wished he'd done it because it would have been a great story how I went to Yul Brenner's house and did his wife.
While he
And
watched.
that would be a cool story. I have that. You ever have these stories you say, dang, I should have done that because that would have been a great story one day. I have stuff like that all the time that I wish I would have done. It may have a story. So yeah, he did that. And it pays homage to his whole career and all the things he did. And growing up with Eddie Murphy, I guess looking at it now, I didn't really realize what a powerhouse in show business he really is without the attitude, without being stuck up, without thinking so much of himself. I mean, he's just really this older guy now that says, man, I'm just here. I'm just here and I'm just living my life. And he doesn't know if he's ever going to do stand-up again.
I thought he was preparing for a tour.
He said he writes stuff down. Some actors have came out and said they go through his house and they see him. Arsenio Hall said it. He said he walks through his house and he sees notepads.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, oh, Eddie's getting ready for something. But he said he's right now, his position is if I feel in the mood to go back and do it, I will do it. But he says, don't hold your breath. Because he said it's like Tiger Woods stopped eating to play golf. You know he can still play, but why do I have to play?
Mm-hmm.
I've done this already. You know I can do it. Why am I doing it again? So we may not see him he's like almost 58 now or 60.
He's getting up to my age.
We may not see him again do stand-up until he's probably, if he lives long, God bless him, he's 75. He may not come out again until he's a really older individual. That's how I took it. But as long as he has energy to do it, but it's fascinating about him. He's just, and I've heard this about him. I'm like 3 degrees of separation from Eddie Murphy. I have a friend who worked in Bowfinger with him that sat right next to him in the back of the car.
I love that movie.
I love it too.
It's one
Don't
of
you
my
love that
favorite-
movie?
When
It's
they're
literally-
running across the street, the highway, when they're running across the highway. Oh, that
Yeah,
movie's so
if
good.
anybody has ever been a part of a low budget film, you
I
ought
have
to
a
love
friend in that
Bowfinger.
movie too. Alejandro Patino. He was in it. He played one of the Mexican guys.
Oh, is that right? The one that
Mhm.
they recruited from over the border?
Yes.
Yeah, and they talked about Jefferson too. They said how that was the character that he didn't need any makeup to do, and yet he still gave you something totally different. And yeah, I love Bowfinger too. So I had a friend who worked with him on that, and it says, he does the scene, and then as soon as the director says cut, he just gets up and he just walks away. And he doesn't like a lot of attention. He doesn't think of himself like everybody else thinks of him.
Mm. He must be, humble.
It's humble. And
Imagine
one,
that.
I'll give you one more spoiler alert. He talked about how since you mentioned it, before Bowfinger, he talked about how Steve Martin met him and said, "Hey, let's go to lunch in San Francisco." And it was a 10 block walk to the place they were going to have lunch. And he said the first thing that he thought to himself was, I don't have security, because he carried security with him a lot. And then he said, well, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to walk with Steve Martin. And he said he was amazed how he could walk down the block in San Francisco and people would say hi and acknowledge him and Steve, but nobody chased after him.
Mm.
And he finally realized that, you know what, I'm a man of a different age now. I'm not the rock star guy in my 20s anymore. My fans now just say, hi, how you doing? And keep it moving. No one's trying to rip your clothes off. No one's trying to, hug and kiss you. And that's when he finally realized that he's transitioned to another part of life. Now he doesn't have to hide as much. So it's a beautiful documentary. I mean,
and it's on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix.
Yes.
But
so.
at the same time, Patricia, I'll say this. I don't know who to feel sorry for the most, us or him. Because, and this is just my thing, because he's such a normal guy, it's almost like you've got all these people making you into something you really aren't behind the scenes. Or should we feel sorry for ourselves because we put him on such a pedestal and he's really just a normal guy?
I find that most actors are just normal people.
Yeah.
Like when I worked with Robert De Niro.
How's that like?
He was such a normal person. He would read between takes and, read the newspaper, read books. He wasn't, pretty not chatty. He's very shy. Robin Williams was very outgoing. He talked with everybody. He talked with the cast. He talked with their children. He liked to clown around.
No.
And yeah. But, Robert De Niro was just very quiet. He's very quiet. He's very shy.
He saves it for the close-up.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I met Sherman Hemsley one time, George Jefferson. Same way. Very quiet, very shy, doesn't talk a lot at all. I mean, it's amazing how these guys can be so quiet until it's time to I hear the same thing about Warren Beatty. He's the same thing, just quiet, reserved guy that knows how to bust it loose on the screen when you're getting paid to do so.
Exactly. Well, focus your energy and save it for the camera.
Well, I can say, Patricia Ray, you're nothing like that. You're off the chain everywhere. You are the Robin Williams. No,
just me.
No, you are actually very similar to how your characters were on All Rise. I mean, you could have been a judge in real life or a lawyer. You could have done anything.
Oh,
I think
you. If only I had finished college.
It's not too late. That's overrated. You don't need college. You're smart enough. Well, Eddie Murphy being Eddie Murphy, and one day we're gonna watch Being Patricia Ray.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Oh man. All right, you've got the world famous Strictly Business Show with me, Dr. J, the sexiest business show in the world, on New HD Radio. Did that sound corny what I said? That made
No,
sense, right?
no, it's great. It's a great story.
Yes. Seems kind of, yeah. I felt that way. Like, man, should we be putting this guy on the pedestal or not? Or does he have to live like this? He's got 10 kids.
10 kids.
I couldn't
Jeez.
imagine have 10 kids. I could not imagine. I got 2.
I only had one. And I couldn't even. I
I'd be getting
couldn't have
names
another
mixed
one.
up. I'd be getting names mixed up. I couldn't
My mother called
track.
me and my sisters by all different names.
And just 2 of you, right?
3.
3 of you, and she gets confused. Can you
Mhm.
imagine 10 kids around? her?
No. Mm-mm.
10 mouths to feed.
Mm-mm.
And
Too much. Too
yeah,
much.
what
It's
are you
too
doing?
much. It's too much.
What do you want to do? You want to play baseball, and you want to play soccer, and you want to do this and that. Okay, we're going to talk about George Lucas.
George Lucas.
Okay. Gonna be rolling here.
Rolling.
You gotta start doing some of these intros. I think you should do some of these intros.
All right, let's do it.
Why don't you give it a shot?
Well, I just came short of organizing every hair on my head. He's the amazing Dr. Gray. J. Lamar Gray is number 1. This is Rick Dees, member FDIC.
Take it, Patricia Ray. Take it.
Welcome back to the Strictly Business Show with me, Patricia Ray May, and my co-host, Dr. J, for another segment, another party. Stay tuned with us because we always got the gossip, and we're going to Hollywood right now with a nice George Lucas story. George Lucas.
Let me say something right quick about that before you go on. We were talking about Robert De Niro.
Oh, yes, we were.
You worked with Robert De Niro. Now we're going to talk about another white man who loves black women, George Lucas.
Nice. Is his wife black?
Yeah. Last one I checked. Yes. And De Niro's always had the sisters.
He did. He had children with us. Right now, his girlfriend, I don't know if they're married. She's Asian, but he has been married to quite a couple of black women. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not for the
he
pale
likes
face.
the darker skin.
He likes the flavor. So does George Lucas.
Yes, he did. And him and his wife have opened up a $1 billion museum with a B in Exposition Park. It's been under construction since March of 2018. Can you imagine that? 7 years. 7 years. And it's designed to celebrate illustrated storytelling, housing extensive collections ranging from fine art to art memorabilia. A lot of his stuff from all of his Star Wars movies. Can you imagine?
Yes, actually I can.
I know. He's going to have a lot of stuff there. The building is 300,000 square feet. It's 5 stories tall. It hosts 35 galleries covering over 100,000 square feet. The gallery themes have names, and they're going to reflect things like the human experience, themes of love, family, play, work, sports, adventures.
Sex.
Part of the collection of famous artists that they're going to have are Norman Rockwell, Frida Kahlo, Beatrix Potter. The building will house an extensive collection of narrative art and film history. Comic art notables such as Jack Kirby and R. Crumb. Photographs like Gordon Park and Dorothea Lange will also be featured. The museum was also permanently housed the Lucas Archives, featuring models, props, concept art, costumes from Lucas's filmmaking career. Beyond the exhibition space, the museum will feature theaters, classrooms, a library, a lecture hall, office space, a cafe, a restaurant, and open landscaping so that you can walk around. I mean, it sounds like a theme park. I mean, it's unbelievable. I think it's going to be a really great experience to go to something like this. A once in a lifetime kind of. Why are you laughing over there, you cuckoo?
Well, it's definitely going to be more impressive than the Strictly Business Museum budget for like $150, and it took me like 10 hours to put together.
What would you have in your museum? Paper
Just
clips?
pictures of you and me. That's it. Oh
Oh,
man. So that's it.
mm,
Pictures of you and me. That's it.
that's
So
it. That's it. Our microphones and our headphones.
that's it. See, that's why the budget's only $150 opposed to $1 billion.
$1 billion. And 7 years later, we're going to be able to go visit this gorgeous museum down an exposition center near USC facilities.
I hope
It
they don't
looks,
get wear your bulletproof vest down there.
no kidding. I
Jeez.
mean, I'm looking at a picture of it. It looks kind of like a shoe print. It's shaped very oddly, like it goes round and then long and then round again.
That's
It
what she
looks like a
said.
sneaker. Well, there you
Uh,
go. That's what happens when you have too much money. Him and his wife, Melody Hobson, will
well,
be
you
opening it up come
well,
September of 2026. So it's still not ready. There's still another 8 months away.
well, what are they going to do with all the homeless people who spend time in their exhibition park?
They're
People don't
gonna
realize USC is a private institution, one of the
in the
finest
middle of
institutions in
the
the world,
ghetto.
in the middle of the hood, and so is the Staples Center where the Lakers are playing. And then, of course, you got like Skid Row right down the road there. So hopefully it cleans the place up a little bit. But I love this idea seriously because at least he's using his money to add something to people's lives, opposed to a bunch of tech idiots who've got more money than him that spend time in Washington, uh, you know, uh, licking the president's boots and trying to get policy pushed. It's good to see somebody who's dedicating something to arts, education, and the
And
betterment of the
leaving a
human soul.
legacy. Yeah, leaving a
Leave a
legacy
legacy.
behind of his contributions to society. I mean, what would the world have been like without Star Wars? Without that the whole world of
Yeah,
Star Wars.
I can
I mean,
imagine.
someone like Elon Musk, who is nearing, can you believe he's nearing trillionaire
Yeah,
status? What is he doing for the world?
yeah, it's nothing. He's going to the government and doing all these other things that are kind of hurting at least 50, half the people in the country. So I love a guy who takes his money and does something that can put a smile on people's face, that can motivate people. So I think, George, this is absolutely wonderful. It's $1 billion of his own money or whoever
Unbelievable.
he raised it or however he did. I don't even care where he got it from. I don't care if he stole it. I mean,
I
at
do.
least, at least it's going to the better. I don't think George Lucas stole it, but I mean, Steven Spielberg probably gave him a little money. I mean, whatever, however he got the money, this is for good. This is artists. This is inspirational. It's too bad that Hollywood has gotten to a point where we seem to be losing storytelling because, God forbid, we've remade The Running Man, a 1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger flick that I saw in high school,
Jesus.
which I thought was a pretty good movie, even though it didn't get the box office. Did you see The Running Man?
I did when it came out originally. Couldn't tell you what it was about.
Richard Dawson was the game show host from Family Feud, which is an awesome casting with a nod and a wink. And what's the Hispanic woman? I keep forgetting her name. She was there before Penelope Cruz. What's her name from the 80s?
Oh gosh, there were so many.
It was one in particular that was in the main movies. I can't remember her
Madeline
name.
Stowe,
No. She was no, she was
the
real
one from Terminator, not the one from Terminator, but she was in an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
she was in The Running Man, and she was in
She was
a lot
in
of
The Running Man. Let's
yes,
look
she was
her
the
up.
it girl. She was the his co-star, and she did a lot of work, one of the first Latinos in the 80s to hit the and not the woman from The Love Boat, not Charo. I forget her name. Well, anyway, why Patricia Ray. Oh, Charo was hot. Oh my God.
Oh, she's still hot.
I mean, that's when I first saw Charo on the Love Boat, I knew I was a healthy heterosexual
Well,
male.
that's the new Running Man.
Anyway, while Patricia Ray looks that up, so we don't seem like Hollywood's having original stories anymore.
Yeah, it's
But
the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I know who you're talking about. I'm gonna find it right now.
and
Maria Conchita Alonso.
yes, her. She was the it girl back then for the Latino community in all the major
Oh,
movies
she's
and
another
everything.
kind of charo. Cuchi cuchi co.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was coochie coochie, all right. So, what was my point? Oh, my point was you lost me. My point was that George Lucas is doing this, and hopefully it can inspire a new generation of storytellers where we can and we'll move. What do you think? You're in the business, Patricia, any more than me. You think we're gonna finally get back to gritty, low budget, but quality story making after all this superhero stuff wears off?
Absolutely, but not in the same sense that I don't think movies are ever going to be driven by stars anymore, like to open theaters. Movies are not opening well in theaters anymore because
Yeah.
people don't want to go to the theater. I mean, think about it. Ticket price is $25 to $30. Now you have a family of four, so it's over $100 just to go in to see a movie. Then you buy popcorn, so you add another $60, $70. So $200 to go see a movie that you could watch at home for $20, and you can invite your whole family.
Well, who wants to do that? But no, yeah, I know. I see your point. I used to go to the movies back in the 80s. Now you can go to movies every week.
Yeah.
But now you
And
go
they
like
were,
once a month at
when those
most.
the movie star salaries that they were commanding, like to open a movie like a Running Man, or
Mhm.
where the lead was getting 10 million, $15 million a movie. That doesn't exist anymore. That's
No,
because the studios are not making that money back at the theaters.
no, they're not. So we may get to the point where we have a bunch of unknowns now doing things, which we see a lot. And thank God production in reality TV is going down.
Oh
That's a
yes,
good
it
point.
is. That's going away actually. But you know what? Game shows.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing a game show.
Yeah. It's usually this actor, hosted by some actor who's not working anymore.
Rob Lowe and
Jaleel White.
Jen
who I-
or, Gina Gina Rodriguez, and
uh-huh.
it's just like
Yeah.
I
And
don't
they're
know.
not the game show guys we grew up with, right? These kind of quirky guys that, weren't actors. They're just like they were just game show hosts. Like what's his
Mhm.
name? Ross. Oh, I almost said Ross Perot. Um Ross something, I forget. They had
The
him in the
guy
90s.
from the Gong Show.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forget his name. Chuck Woolery. No,
Yes.
that's Chuck Woolery is Love Connection. Chuck Barrett.
Chuck Barrett. That was
Chuck
his.
Barrett. Yeah, so they don't make those. Would you be interested in hosting a game show?
I would be interested in any job right now.
Come
You
on,
want to
Patricia
hire
Ray.
me? I will take a job.
I
I will
think you
not
would.
say no.
I think you'd be a good host of the new version of the dating game or the
Oh, that would
newlywed game. I think you
oh,
could
that would
pull
be
that off.
fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, Patricia Ray, now that we're on that, let's just talk about that. I mean, you as an actor, do actors got to go out there and create their own thing now? I mean, do you feel like you got to
Absolutely.
push yourself on somebody? Do you call your agent and say, "Hey, I want to host a game show. Find me one," or no?
I
Or they
think
just laugh at
that
you?
social media's kind of the platform to do that, putting yourself out there for different platforms now, like,
Mhm.
to host this and to be an influencer, to sell products, and, um, to be a reality show
Mhm.
star, and then you end up on Dancing with the Stars, and then you end up on then you end up on a TV show.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot more avenues now to be discovered.
Mhm. Now, the people on All Rise, how are they doing? I know this is out of left field, but
Well, Simone Missick has a new show called Say Cheese. No, Government Cheese.
oh
Uh,
God.
Mark Helgenberger went back to do NCIS.
Uh-huh.
No, CSI
Uh-huh.
Las Vegas, but that got canceled. And I don't know where everybody else is.
Jessica's doing SWAT, right?
Oh,
Or did that
Jessica's
get
on SWAT. Mm-hmm.
and the Government Cheese, is that a Tyler Perry production?
I don't
It
think
sounds like a
so.
Tyler Perry production, Government Cheese. Something like that. But so it seems it's very difficult. But getting back to circling back to George Lucas, it's good that he is creating this. So maybe we all, even people our age, can go to this when it comes out and be inspired.
Absolutely. That's what art does. It makes you see life from the perspective of the artist and what they were feeling. And it's a time capsule, you know?
And before we go, we got a special event coming up December 2nd. Are you allowed to talk
Mm-hmm.
about it yet?
Yes,
Give
Giving
us a
Tuesday.
couple of
I'm
minutes.
artist in residence at the Frogtown Arts Walk, part of the Frogtown art community. And we're doing a big telethon to raise the rest of the funds for the year because of all the cuts in arts and the funding for arts and education and everything. This whole program is sponsored and funded by these programs that donate to the arts, and we had to raise all the money doing fundraising all year long, and we're $8,000 shy of our goal for the year. And so we're doing a big fundraiser. It's also going to be a food drive. And we're going to go live on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. So, and Dr. J and I are going to host. I'm going to host, and Dr. J is going to be on the. He's going to do a live show, and he's going to interview some of the artists.
I
And
am.
sure, why not? I'm
Okay, I guess
telling
I
you
gotta put
now.
that down. December 2nd. No, I will be there. You mentioned that before. I'm looking forward to it. I love this is my way of helping to support the arts. I'm not doing this for myself. You reached out to me and I'm glad to do it. I'm glad anybody would reach out to Dr. J and allow me. And I look at this as an opportunity for me as well to be out and meet some people and an opportunity for me to help because I'm at a point in
Absolutely.
my age where I just want to help, any way I can. So
And
maybe we should go
thank
to
you
George
for
Lucas.
lending us your beautiful personality and your shine um and your smarts.
My what?
Your smarts.
Well, you better hurry up because they're going fast. Okay. Well, thank you, Patricia Ray, for this week. Where can people find you other than
Ooh,
Frogtown?
the Patricia Ray on Instagram, Patricia Ray on Facebook, and X. The Patricia
X,
Ray.
not on
Hit me,
X, the drug.
not that. Hit me up and follow me, people.
Follow her. Thank you, sweetheart. You've got the world famous Strictly Business Show with me, Dr. J, and
Patricia Ray.
on New HD Radio. Cool. That was a great show.
That was.
That
It was
was good
fun.